A Psychology Teacher Professor Guide. Social Science Teaching Methods. The social sciences are full of subjective knowledge and ideas not proven by scientific standards, like the subconscious mind, the idea that we have some hidden, mystical force inside of us unknown to us that controls our thoughts and behaviors that only a psychoanalyst can decipher. To me, this is heresy in the modern world, teaching junk like this as knowledge. Good social science teachers will at least portray both sides of an issue. When presenting something like a war, you should present both sides, not just the good English against the bad French or the good Americans against bad foreigners. A good social sciences teacher doesn't teach facts. He or she teaches the path to pursue a great, noble, virtuous, aesthetic hedonistic lifestyle. There are not a lot of absolute high ideals in life. A few of them might be: 1. Don't hurt people, animals, or the environment. 2. Try do good things to help other people. 3. Think on your own as an independent thinker. Listen to what other people and the institutions of our society say, but they do not have the monopoly on knowledge and wisdom. You own your life. You have the authority to make your own decisions without allowing yourself to be manipulated by others as to what is good and right. 4. Be a civilized, polite person. 5. Be able to express yourself both as a writer and speaker. 6. Read well enough to extract what a writer is trying to say. 7. Discover your true nature, then express those natural abilities as best as you possibly can in your circumstances. 8. Try to free yourself from the generic mundanity of the human condition by releasing the natural energy in your free spirit as intensely and inspired as you possibly can. 9. Seek truth, beauty, and perfection. Define each of them. 10. The spirit of a great human life is to transcend your limits, reach higher, go further, try to exceed your grasp in your experience of the human condition. 11. How does any human being stay inspired day after day? 12. Creativity is the force that made human beings progress out of the jungle into high technology. Improve your creative skills. Don't doubt them regardless of what other people say about your ideas. 13. What are the great injustices in human society, like poverty, prejudice, homelessness, war, etc.? Why do they exist? Because people in power are too greedy to help their fellow man. It's that simple. 14. What is self-respect? How does any individual get it or earn it? 15. What is courage? How does any individual get it or earn it? What is there to teach about in the interactions between human beings throughout history? I don't know. I think the social sciences are way overrated, but as long as you keep teaching it, try to teach the few high ideals in the human condition. New writers and artists are constantly coming onto the scene. What exactly are they saying that's new, if anything? Figure out the few points you plan to teach about life, then focus all the external stuff to always end up teaching those few points. For example, Portrait of the Artist as a Young Man by James Joyce is about discovering your true nature away from your societal indoctrination and living by it. So you read the book chapter by chapter, ask the students questions, give them an essay to write, etc. But in the end, the only thing you're teaching is that one sentence. One person's idea of beauty is another person's idea of garbage. When I read Dickens and Shakespeare in school and college, I thought their stories were too dramatic, too fake, and too coincidental to have any bearing on real life. Some students will never respect some subjects. I think literature is a bunch of stupid stories. I realized that these authors tried to express something about the human condition, but why didn't they just say it straight out? Maybe they would have been killed for stating heretical ideas. What is the relevance of the social sciences in a society that values skills? I believe that a few life skills classes should be taught and most social sciences eliminated from the curriculum. If you teach a social science, ask yourself, what are you really teaching that is not superficial, meaningless garbage wasting students' time when they could be learning things that will help them live better lives right now? Psychology teacher websites / psychology professor websites. teachpsych.org / Office of Teaching Resources in Psychology. psych.hanover.edu/aps/teaching.html, Association for Psychological Science. teachpsychscience.org. kennesaw.edu/cetel, Center for Excellence in Teaching, Learning, and Scholarship. unh.edu/teaching-excellence/grad980/index.htm, grad 980, preparing to teach a psychology course. apa.org/ed/pre-college/ptn, Psychology Teacher Network, for introductory psychology teachers. apa.org/ed/governance/bea/curriculum.pdf, teaching, learning, and assessing, APA report on teaching psychology. socialpsychology.org. lists.nocturel.edu/wws/arc/socialsci-teach. makingconnections.redlands.edu. scienceofrelationships.com. gocognitive.net. teachpsychscience.org. teachingpsych.wikispaces.com. personalitypedagogy.arcadia.edu/pmwiki/pmwiki.php. intropsychresources.com. jfmueller.faculty.nocturel.edu/100/correlation_or_causation.htm. jonathan.mueller.faculty.nocturel.edu/toolbox. jonathan.mueller.faculty.nocturel.edu/toolbox/table-of-contents.htm. jfmueller.faculty.nocturel.edu/crow, resources for the teaching of social psychology. spsi.org/index.cfm, fuse action equals page.view page and page ID equals 647, SPSI Teaching Materials Development Program. teachpsych.org/news/psychteacher.php, psychteacher, Society for the Teaching of Psychology. teachpsych.org/news/diversityteach.php, diversityteach. faculty.frostburg.edu/sci/c/southerly/tips, teaching in the psychological sciences, tips. interteachsci.org. Psychology teacher job websites. indeed.com/q-psychology-teachers-jobs.html. simplyhired.com/search?*q=psychology+teacher. americasjobexchange.com/psychology-teacher-job-description. jobs.theguardian.com/job/6403028/psychology-teacher. totaljobs.com. job-descriptions.careerplanner.com/psychology-teachers. verywellmind.com/top-psychology-career-trends-2794950. bls.gov/oes/current/oes2510666.htm. recruiter.com/careers/psychology-teachers. learn.org/articles/psychology_teacher_career_and_salary_FAQs.html. learningpath.org/articles/becoming_a psychology_teacher_job. ca.indeed.com/psychology-teacher-jobs. jobs.theguardian.com/job-6386806/psychology-teacher. myplan.com/careers/psychology-teachers-post-secondary. hiredjobs.com. indeed.co.in/psychology-teacher-jobs. indeed.co.uk/psychology-teacher-jobs. simplyhired.com/search?*q=ap+psychology+teacher. randstad.co.uk/s-education/ss-secondary. careerjet.com. read.co.uk/jobs/psychology-teacher. bls.gov/oh/life-physical-and-social-science/psychologists.htm. adzuna.co.uk/jobs/psychology-teacher. monster.com/jobs/q-post-secondary-psychology-teacher-jobs.aspx, ziprecruiter.com/jobs/psychology-teacher, careerjet.ae United Arab Emirates jobs, tes.com/jobs/search !locations United Kingdom England, jobiesjob.co.in, simplyhired.co.uk/jobs/list/q-psychology+teacher, flexjobs.com/jobs/telecommuting-psychology-jobs, tes.com/jobs, psychology professor job websites, internationalprofs.org, International Professors Project, Global Academic Network, chronicle.com/jobs, Chronicle of Higher Education for Academic and Administrator Types, educationjobsite.com, ihirementalhealth.com, indeed.com/q-psychology-professor-jobs.html, simplyhired.com/search?mark q=psychology+professor, hiredjobs.com, indeed.com/jobs?mark q=psychology+faculty&start=20, apa.org GradPsych magazine, psyccareers.com, ca.indeed.com/psychology-professor-jobs, cvtips.com/career-choice/psychology-professor-career-profile.html, jobs.careersinpsychology.org, apa.org, career development career guides, salary.com/professor-psychology-salary.html, simplyhired.com/q=psychology+faculty, indeed.co.uk/professor-psychology-jobs, careerjet.com, nowkri.com/psychology-jobs India, insidejobs.com/careers/psychology-professor, chroniclevitae.com/jobs/position_types/1, governmentjobs.com, psyccareers.com/jobseeker, bls.gov/oes/current/oes251066.htm, myplan.com/careers/psychology-teachers-post-secondary, careersinpsychology.org/psychology-careers, psychology.stanford.edu/jobs, psychologycareercenter.org/psychology-professor-jobs.html, ziprecruiter.com/jobs/psychology-professor, psychoneuroxy.com academic and research jobs and vacancies in schools of psychology, flexjobs.com/jobs/telecommuting-psychology-jobs, careerjet.ae, recruiter.com/careers/psychology-teachers, insidejobs.com/careers/clinical-psychology-professor, jobs.uc.edu/key/psychology-faculty-ohio.html, careerprofiles.info/psychology-careers.html, indeed.co.in/professor-psychology-jobs, psychology.jobs2careers.com, educationjobsite.com, careerjet.co.in India jobs, jobs.uwstout.edu, jobs.sciencecareers.org/jobs/psychiatry-psychology/faculty, careerjet.com, careerjet.com.au, indeed.co.uk/psychology-lecturer-jobs, careeroverview.com/psychology-careers.html, socialpsychology.org/career.htm online psychology career center, cnu.edu/psychology/careers, psychologytoday.com/basics/career, careersinpsychology.org/looking-advice-psychology-professors-key gc.cuny.edu/human resources/employment opportunities. jobs.careersinpsychology.org/job/seeker/job/30303395. careersinpsychology.org. careerjet.ph/psychology-career-jobs.html. clinicalforensic-psychology.org. careerjet.sg/professor-psychology-jobs.html. psychology.stanford.edu/jobs. blogs.jobs.ac.uk/psychology. nowkrigulf.com. careers.cccu.org/jobs/category/faculty-careers-psychology. jobs.rollins.edu. scholarlyhires.com. princetonreview.com/careers/127/professor. monster.com/jobs/q-educational-psychology-jobs.aspx. psych.txstate.edu/about/jobs.html. mastersinpsychology-guide.com/careers/forensic-psychology-professor. clinicalchildpsychology.org. socialpsychology.org/forum/job-forum. psychologyjobs.com/research-psychology-jobs. recruit.net. monster.com/jobs/q-professor-jobs.aspx. opsu.edu/psychology/careers. sophia.edu/jobs. psychologycareercenter.org. careers.cnm.edu. academicjobs.wikia.com. psychologytoday.com/topics/psych-careers. indeed.co.in/psychology-faculty-jobs. jobs.ac.uk/categories/psychology. chronicle.com/jobs, Chronicle of Higher Education. hiredjobs.com. universityaffairs.ca, University Affairs, large Canadian site. jobs.nih.gov, NIH Jobs, National Institute of Health. academiccareers.com, Academic Careers Online. teaching journals/education journals. sagepub.com/journals. proddesk.nav $?prod journal 201469, active learning in higher education, ILT journal. heldref.org/pub/ct/about.html, college teaching, cross-disciplinary journal. tandf.co.uk/journals/titles/0046-1520.asp, educational psychologist, APA Division 15 journal. tandf.co.uk/journals/titles/01443410.asp, educational psychology, international journal. tandf.co.uk/journals/titles/02607476.asp, Journal of Education for Teaching, International Research and Pedagogy. celt.muohio.edu/ject, Journal on Excellence in College Teaching. teachpsych.org/top/index.php, Teaching of Psychology, APA Division 2 journal. asanet.org/journals/ts, Teaching Sociology, ASA journal. Psychology Teacher Organizations. teachpsych.org, Society for the Teaching of Psychology, STP. apa.org/ed, American Psychological Association Education Directorate. apa.org/ed/pre-college/tops, Teachers of Psychology in Secondary Schools, TOPS. apa.org/ed/pre-college/undergrad/PTACC, Psychology Teachers at Community Colleges. nitopi.org, National Institute on the Teaching of Psychology, NITOP. nasbonline.org, National Association of School Psychologists, NASP. apa.org/ed/schools/coalition, Coalition for Psychology in Schools and Education, APA Group. interteachsci.org, International Teaching of Psychology Network. Teaching advice websites. carlton.ca/%sign7et/49311/oral_evaluation.html, criteria for evaluating oral presentations. cte.umd.edu/library/teaching large classes. hcc.hawaii.edu/intranet/committees/facdev.com/guide/bk/teach-tips/assess2.htm, assessing student comprehension in class. honolulu.hawaii.edu/facdev/guide/bk/teach-tips/teach-tip.htm, teaching tips index, University of Hawaii. psychologicalscience.org. psychologicalscience.org/observer/get-article.cfm?id =1745, teaching tips from experienced teachers. psychologicalscience.org/teaching/tips, teaching tips, APS Observer. socialpsychology.org/rapport.htm, creating rapport in the classroom. stanford.edu/department/ctl/handbook.pdf, teaching handbook for faculty, staff, and TAS, Stanford University. teaching.berkeley.edu/compendium, suggestions for teaching with excellence. teachpsych.org. teachpsych.org/resources/e-books/pnpp/index_pnpp.php, helping graduate students become competent teachers. Psychology education material for class. Go on university websites, look for open psychology courses, use their course material to teach your class. You can get My Education Superbook for college websites. arts.uwaterloo.ca/%sign7l libby/psych353/lectures, social cognition, University of Waterloo, Canada. as.wvu.edu/%sign7esbb/comm221/primer.htm, persuasion and influence, West Virginia University. department.s.washington.edu/sci210/pcview.html, PowerPoint slides on human sexuality, University of Washington. jfmueller.faculty.noctorel.edu/crow/lecture.htm, social psychology lecture notes and outlines. Notice with lecture notes with PowerPoint slides. ocw.mit.edu. prisonexp.org, audio-visual presentation on the Stanford Prison Experiment. psych.colorado.edu. umich.edu. uoregon.edu. Canada Psychology Teacher Professor Jobs Career. academicwork.ca, Canadian Association of University Teachers. ca.indeed.com/neuroscience-faculty-position-jobs. ca.indeed.com/psychology-professor-jobs. ecps.educ.ubc.ca. education.cu-portland.blog/teaching-careers/psychology-teacher. chroniclevitae.com/jobs/position_types/1. dornsife.usc.edu/psyc/job-opportunities. jobs.lymoon.com/uae/psychology. academicwork.ca/n_search_results.asp. teachaway.com/teaching-jobs-abroad. timeshighereducation.com/unijobs/listings/Canada. verywell.com/school-psychology-careers-2795655. verywell.com/the-highest-paying-psychology-careers. jobs.goabroad.com/search/psychology. jobs.sciencecareers.org/jobs/faculty. apa.org. bls.gov/postsecondary teachers.htm. careerjet.ae United Arab Emirates jobs. careerjet.ca Canada jobs. careerjet.com USA jobs. careerprofiles.info/psychology-careers.html Concordia.ca/hr/jobs/openings. cpa.ca/careers. cpa.ca/students/careers in psychology. eluda.ca/psychology-assistant-jobs. eluda.ca/psychology-jobs-in-Ontario. Geteducated.com/515 online teaching job openings. geteducated.com/online-teaching-jobs/positions-available. hiredjobs.com jobs faculty. indeed.co.uk/psychology-teacher-jobs. indeed.com/q-assistant-professor-educational-psychology-jobs.html. indeed.com/q-psychology-teaching-jobs.html. payscale.com/research/ca/job=clinical_psychologist. payscale.com/research/us/job=psychology_teacher, _post-secondary. scicareers.com/jobseeker/search. workcopolis.com/job-search/psychology-jobs/Ontario-Canada. workcopolis.com/job-search/psychology-teaching-jobs. wowjobs.ca. salary.com/professor-psychology-salary.html.